TC isn't feeling well. You know, that's not like her. She's usually on the go. She's usually like, you know, doing everything for everyone. But who is there to take care of Aunt TC? I am. I am going to make sure she feels all better. And what better way to make you feel better than soup? So I'm gonna make Aunt TC one of her favorites, chicken and dumplings. Now, normally you think about like chicken noodle soup or one of those things. Aunt TC's from the South. She needs something with a little substance, you know? I've already chopped up some parsnips. I have some broccoli here that I've cleaned, and I'm gonna finish chopping this carrot. My mom always made chicken and dumplings for me when I was sick, when I was growing up, and I find that it's like still my go-to when I don't feel well. And not to mention, it's flavorful. You know, even when your senses are all messed up and you can't really taste your food, you're gonna taste this. So I have a sheet tray here that I've lined with parchment paper. I have some broccoli florets that I'm just gonna chop in half. Aunt TC's the person that's gonna show up to your doorstep when you're not feeling well. So I am very happy that I can do that for her. I remember when my grandmother was in a little slight accident, and my Aunt TC was the first person to go run to her rescue. She brought her food when she was healing. She brought a little liquor too. So all of my veggies are all diced up. I'm just gonna hit it with a little olive oil, a little salt, and freshly cracked black pepper. Give it a toss. All right, so I've seasoned my veggies. I'm gonna also season some chicken thighs I have here. Again, I just want a lot of flavor. And so instead of using chicken breast, I'm using chicken thighs. But if you have breasts available at home, you can use that too. Olive oil, salt and pepper. Massage it in there. And before I put these veggies in the oven, I'm gonna wash my hands. I'm gonna let that roast at 400 for 15 minutes. And while that's roasting, I am going to sear off my chicken. So I have some unsalted butter. I'm gonna also add a little canola oil. A little extra fat wouldn't hurt anybody. I'm gonna sear this on both sides, and that's gonna create some flavor at the bottom of this pan, you know? Building layers of what? Flavor. All right. So I'm gonna sear this on one side until it's golden brown, then flip it over and let it sear on the other side. It's been cooking for about 5 minutes now, so I'm gonna give it a flip. Oh yeah, that's beautiful. Nice and golden brown. I wanna take it out of the pot once that other side is golden brown. Then I'm gonna cook more veggies. I have some celery, some onion, and garlic. I'm gonna sweat that out. I'm gonna add some biscuits. Now that's my mom's trick. Well, okay, I'm getting a little ahead of myself. I'll tell you when we get to that part, okay? They've browned on this side. I'm gonna take my boneless chicken thighs out. And look how beautiful this chicken is. Beautiful, juicy chicken thighs. So to this pot, I'm gonna add some celery that I've diced, white onion, some garlic, and a little bit more salt, some pepper. I'm gonna let that sweat release some of that moisture in the onions and the carrots, and then I'm gonna add in the rest of my ingredients. You don't have to wait to eat chicken and dumplings when you're sick. I like making it on Sundays and kind of just eating on it throughout the week, you know? It's a really big pot of just really great food, so you can eat it for lunch, you can eat it for dinner. So I'm gonna add this chicken bouillon paste that I really, really love instead of using broth or stock, because it just has a really big punch of chicken flavor. It smells so good. It smells like my childhood. That's what it smells like. Nothing like some chicken and dumplings. All right, so I'm gonna add about 2 tablespoons of flour to help thicken this soup up. Give it a mix. And then I'll add 6 cups of water. I'm gonna return the chicken to the pot. I'm gonna let that cook for about 30 more minutes covered. And when that's done, I'm gonna take the chicken out, shred it up, add my roasted veggies, biscuits, and cream. I'm smelling all of those like natural sugars and the parsnip and the carrots, and they are beautiful. This is just right. So let's check on this chicken. Oh, I'm like sensory overload. The smells is coming from this pot, from the roasted chicken. My goodness. I think I'm sick too. I want to take my chicken thighs out and shred it. So what I like to do is just shred the chicken now. And if you don't want to fuss with shredding the chicken, you can always dice the chicken thighs before you add it to the pot and just don't worry about it. But I kind of like the shreds of chicken, you know, because I feel like you can get chicken with every bite. So I'm gonna add the chicken back to the broth. I'm gonna also add my roasted veggies. I know Auntie C is going to love this. All I need to add is the cream and the biscuits. I have a half a cup of heavy cream. So this is a hack my mom used to do. So instead of making dumplings from scratch, my mom would always use frozen or canned biscuits instead. Much easier, and these go right in the pot and frozen. And I make this for my fiance, Brian, all the time. And I know when Brian has been in my pot because there will be an entire pot of broth and no biscuits. He eats all the biscuits out of the chicken and dumplings. All right, so I'm gonna cover this and let everything cook for about 15 more minutes. The dumplings are gonna soften up, the veggies are gonna soften up, and it's gonna be good to go. Man, that's good. You know, just when you're sick, you just want a meal. You don't want anything too fancy. You just want something that it just feels like a warm hug. This entire meal feels like a warm hug. Oh, Auntie C, even though I can't hug you because you're sick, hopefully this meal will do that for you.